Now we are going to take up one more problem on projections of solids, the problem number 164. And the problem reads as a hexagonal prism or 25 mm sides of base and 50 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its corners of the base, such that the two base edges containing the corner on which it rests make equal inclinations with HP. Draw the projections of the prism when the axis of the prism is inclined to HP at 40 degrees and to VP at 30 degrees. So to do that, how to solve this problem? By using AutoCAD software. So to do that, first we'll go for the AutoCAD screen and switch off the grid mode and switch on the ortho mode. Now the command is limits. So you'll go for lower left corner, upper right corner is 297, 210. Then zoom off, then go to line, select some arbitrary point, take the distance as 297 on this side, and take the cursor to the top side and take the distance as 210. Take the cursor to the left side and type the distance as 297 and set close. Then go to zoom extents and zoom 0.6x. Then go to layer. So you just click on the new layer, type the layer by name XY. Click on new layer, type the layer by name axis. Click on new layer, type the layer by name locus. Click on new layer, take the layer by name front view. Click on new layer, take the layer by name top view. Click on new layer, type the layer by name front view hidden. Enter. Click on new, type the layer by name TV hidden. So once you do that, then you go for the line weights. Layer 0 will have 0.05 because it contains projector lines. Layer XY will have 0.13. Axis line will going to have 0.05. And then the locus line will also have 0.05. Then you just go to front view, make it 0.5, and then you just go to top view, that also you make it 0.5, and then go to front view hidden, you just take it 0.3, and the top view also should be of 0.3 now. Then we're going to click on the hidden line, type the continuous of top view hidden, click on load, type center and say OK. Again click on load, take the layer by name D dash dot and say OK. Click on load, type the layer by name hidden and say OK. Now you just click on hidden and say OK, and this line will also have hidden. Then you just come down to locus. Locus line will going to be dash dot, and then the axis line will going to be center. So then you come down to axis color, you make it magenta. Then the front view will going to have red color, and then the front view hidden will also have red color, and then the top view will going to be of blue color, and say top view hidden will also have blue color. Once you change all these things and then come down to close, now we will come down to this polygon. Go to polygon command, select the number of sides as 6 and take the edge option, and you select this and give the distance as 25 now. Then go to line, take INT on this. Now we will not going to use the snap tracking, and you just go by the regular method of just typing this character. So once you do that, now we have the horizontal line, and you just take this height as 50. So then just go to offset, take the distance as 50. Now you just click on this, go to layer, make that layer as top view. Now you just come down to line with display. Now you just go to line, you take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this, then go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this, then go to line, take intersection of this and draw your vertical line, then go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this, then go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this. Now you just go to trim, select these two as the cutting edges and these two as object to trim now. Then just go to break this line till here, and you just select this line, go to layer, make that layer as axis and take the distance as 10. Now we have the zoom window, and now you just break this line, you just take first point, you take INT of this and say at the rate, then break first point, take INT of this and say at the rate, then break first point, take INT of this and say at the rate, then break first point, take int of this and say at the rate. Then you just click on these two and you just click on these two and go to layer, make that layer as front view. So once you do that, now you just come down to the second position, front view, and you copy this here and rotate by an angle of 50 degrees such that it will going to make an angle of 40 degrees with respect to the XY line. So you just copy the first position front view here, then you just go to rotate, then you just go to rotate, select this entire drawing and you just go to rotation, you take 50 degrees in counterclockwise direction. Then you just come down to zoom window, then go to line, you take intersection point of this and draw a horizontal line. You just go to line, you take this and then you take this and then you take this now. So here, then similarly you just go to line, take int, then you just take int, then you take int now. So once you do that, then go to line, you take intersection point of this and draw perpendicular to this line. So once you do that, you just go to trim, select this entire drawing. So you just go to trim, select this as the cutting edge, object to trim as this. Now once you do that, you just go to line, you take int of this and you just go to line, take int of this, then go to line, take int of this and draw perpendicular to this line. Then now you just go to line, take line int of this and draw perpendicular to this line. So here you just go to trim, select this as the cutting edge and these two are the object to trim. Then go to line, take int of this and draw a vertical line, and again you take line int of this and draw perpendicular to this. Then you just go to extend, select this as the extend line, object to extend as this and object to extend as this. Then go to trim, select this as the cutting edge and object to trim as these two. Now we have the line, you just take intersection point of this to intersection point of this and then int of this. Similarly, you just go to line, take int of this and take intersection of this and take int of this. Then go to line, you take int of this and take intersection of this and take intersection of this. Then go to line, take int of this and take int of this and take intersection of this. Then go to break this line, you take first point, you take int of this and say at the rate. Then we have break, you break first point, take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, you take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, you take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, you take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, you take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, take int of this and say at the rate. Then break first point, you take int of this and say at the rate. Now we have all the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. Then once you do that, the surface nearer to the observer is visible. So obviously this entire line is visible. So you just go to the layer and make that layer as top view. Now the one which is invisible is from here to here. You just click on this and you just click on this and you just click on these two. Now you go to layer, make that layer as top view hidden and you make this distance as 20. Now we have this line. So this is what we have shown. Now we go for the next one. So you just go to line. So you just go to DDIM and then go to modify. You come down to precision as up to second decimal point. You just go to text, you make this as 3 and this becomes above and this becomes 3 aligned with the dimension line, arrow size, you take the arrow size as 3 and then go to lines, take the offset from origin as 3 and say OK and say close. Now we have dim, you take INT of this and you take intersection part of this now. So here this distance will going to become 38.30. Now once you do that, you just go to line, take nearest point and you take at the rate 100 less than minus 30, then go to circle, take nearest point and you take the radius as 50, then go to line, you take INT of this and take this, then go to break the circle till here and you break the circle as here. Now we go for a circle, take center of this and take the radius as 38.30. Then you just go to break this line, circle till here and you break the circle till here. Then go to erase, then go to trim, select this. So now you just go to erase, then you just go to copy, you select this entire thing and copy, take intersection part of this and take center of this line. So now you just go to rotate, you rotate, then go to rotate, select this entire drawing and you rotate this base point as this and take the reference, just go to undo, then just go to rotate, select this entire thing and you rotate base point, take INT and you take the reference as 0 and then take intersection point of this now. So once you do that, you just go to break this line till here and you just select this line and go to layer, make that layer as locus line and take the distance as 5. Now you just go to move, select this entire drawing and move this down. So you just come down to zoom previous and then just go to move entire drawing, you move it somewhere here. Now we need to create this, so you just go to line, you take INT of this and draw a horizontal line. So you just click on this and you just click on this and go to layer, make that layer as XY. And once you do that, so you just come down to zoom window. Now you just go to line, you take INT of this and draw a horizontal line and then from here you take perpendicular to this line. Then you just go to fillet between these two. Then you just go to line, you take INT of this and then just go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this. Then go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this line. You just go to fillet between these two now. Similarly, you just go to line, take INT of this and then you just go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this now. Similarly, you just take between these two, then go to line, take INT of this, then you just go to line, take intersection of this and draw perpendicular to this. Then just go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this now. Then go to fillet between these two now. Similarly, you just go to line, you take INT of this and you just go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this now. Similarly, between fillet between these two. Now you just go to line, you take INT, you take intersection and take INT, take intersection of this and take INT and you take INT and say close. Now here you just have a line, you take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this now. Similarly, you take between these two, then you just go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this, then go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this, then go to fillet between these two. Similarly, you just go to line, take INT of this and then you just go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this now. Then just fillet between these two now. Now you just go to line, you take intersection of these two, then go to line, you take int of this and draw perpendicular to this. Now you similarly you just go to line, take int of these two and then go to fillet between these two. Now then similarly you just go to line, take int of this and you just go to line, take int of this and draw perpendicular to this. Then go to fillet between these two. Now. So now you come down to extend this till here. So this is the boundary. What you do, then go to break this until here. Now you just go to line and take int, you take end point of this and you take int of this and you just take int of this and you just take int of this and you take int of this and you take int of this. Similarly you just take int of this, then you just go to line, then you come down to zoom window, then you just go to line, take int of this and take into of these two. Similarly line, take int of this and take int of this. Similarly you just take a line int of this and take int of this and then just you go to line and take int of this and take int of this. Similarly you take int of this and you take int of this and you just go to line, take int of this and you take int of this. Now so here you just click on this line, you go to layer, make that layer as axis and take the distance as 10. Now here you just have all the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible and you select this line and you take 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 this line out. And then the surface near to the observer is visible. So naturally this surface and you take this line and you take this line and you take this line. It is visible. Then go to layer, make that layer as front view. Now once you do that, you just come down to zoom window, so you just here you have this line. So from here this line is a continuous line. Just go to layer, make that layer as front view. Now the object which is invisible is this. Go to layer, you make it front view hidden and you take this as 20th line. So once you do that, so obviously, so zoom previous, so you got this. So you take this line, again this is invisible and this becomes invisible. So you just go to layer, make that as front view hidden and you take the distance as 20. So this is how you will be able to create this drawing. So here we have this line, so which is this line and this line which is going to becomes layer, front view, hidden and you take this distance as 20. So now we have the entire thing which has been completed. So this is how you will be able to create this drawing by using AutoCAD drawing. Now we need to go for the dimensioning. So to do that, you just go to DDIM, then just go to modify, you come down to primary units, make this as 0 and say OK and say close. Now we go to dim, you take int of this and you take int of this, so you're going to get it as 25. Then you take int of this and you take int this, so you're going to get it as 50. Then you just go to angular, select, you just go to angular, dim, you go to angular, dim, you go to angular, select between this line and this line, so you're going to get that 40. Similarly, angular, select between this line and this line, you'll get it 30. Then angular, then angular, select this line, and you select this line, you're going to get it as text, give space, enter. So you're going to get this as beta. Then go to zoom window. Then you just go to div TED, text edit dimension, and you take this here. Similarly, TED, you take this dimension here. Then go to zoom previous. Then go to zoom window. You take this and go to D text. So here you mark this as capital X, capital VP, capital HP, and then here capital Y. So you put small a, B, C, D, E, and F. Here it is O, and then here it is O1. Oh, sorry. So just go to D text. You put the height as 3, then you take it as X, you mark it as VP, you mark it as HP, you mark it as Y here, then you just go to A, B, C, D, E, and F. Here it is O, here it is O1 in bracket. Then all this bottom surface will be of in bracket. So PQ R, and then we have S in bracket. Here we have P in bracket. Here it is U in bracket. So here we have A dash. Here you have B dash. Here it is O dash in bracket. Here it is C dash. Here it is D dash. Here it is E dash in bracket, and here it is T dash in bracket. Then you come down to this P dash, Q dash, then R dash, then S dash, then T dash, then bracket, and here it is O1 dash in bracket, and here it is U dash. Now you just come down to zoom previous, you just make this move, and you take this, switch off this ortho mode, and you take this thing here. Now we have zoom window. To take this and then go to X, move it here, then you have VP, then you have HP. So here you move this A, and you move this B, and you move this C, and you move this D, and you move this E, and you move this F, then O, all the top surface once. Then you take the bottom surface B, PQ, then we have R, then we have S, then we have T, then we have U, then we have O1, then we have Q dash, then you have U dash, then we have O1 dash, then we have R dash, then we have T dash, then we have S dash. So you just click over these two, then D, O1, F, U, E, T, D, S, C, R. Then go to layer, make that layer as top view. Then you just click on this and you make that layer as top view now. Similarly, you just come down to zoom previous, then you just come down to zoom window, then you just go to A dash, then you take B dash, then you take T dash, then you take O dash, then C dash, then E dash, then D dash. You just click over this and you just click over this VP, P, Q, O dash, R dash, T dash, and S dash, and then just go to layer, make that layer as front view now. So now you just copy to the second position. So to do that, you just go to copy. So you take P dash and you copy it here, then Q dash, then U dash, then O1 dash, then we have R dash, then we have T dash, then we have S dash, then we have D dash, then we have C dash, then we have E dash, then we have O dash, then we have B dash, then we have A dash, then we have T dash. So once you do that, then you come down to the second position top view. So here we have copy. You take A and copy this here, and that A will come here. Then you copy B, and that B will come here. You copy C, that C will come here. You copy D, and that D will come here. You copy E, and that E will be here. Sorry, you copy F, and that F will come here. Now you just go to move. So F you move here, and you move E here. So again you just go to copy this O here, and you copy this O1 here, and that O1 will come here, and this O will come here. So once you do that, now you just go to D. So here you mark it as P, you mark it as Q, R, S, and T, U. So once you do that, you just move this, move P, Q, then it comes to R, then it comes to S, it comes to T, it comes to U now. Now you just click over this, then you copy this, go to layer, make that layer as a top view now. So then again you just copy P here, then you come down to Q, then you come down to R, then you come down to S, then you come down to T, then you come down to U, then you just go to zoom window. We have this, then go to zoom previous, then just come down to zoom previous. Now we have this, you just go to D dash, so you mark this as A dash, then we have B dash, then we have C dash, then we have D dash, then we have E dash, then we have F dash, then you have O dash in bracket, then we have here you come down to P dash, then you just click on Q dash, then we have R dash, then we have S dash, then we have T dash, then we have U dash, and then we have O1 dash. So once you do that, you just then go to move, you take B dash, take C dash, you move A dash, this is DD edit, you go to A dash. So once you do that, you just go to move O dash here, then D dash here, then E dash here, then F dash here. Similarly, you go to Q dash, move Q dash, then P dash, then R dash, then O1 dash, then U dash, then S dash, then T dash. So here you just come down to P dash, Q dash, R dash, S dash, T dash, O1 dash, U dash, A dash, O dash, B dash. Then go to layer, make that layer as front view. Now you just go to M text. So you just click over this, then go to formatting, go to symbol, select the font as symbol, you mark this as small b. So now just go to move, you select this and move it here. So this is how you will be able to create this drawing by using AutoCAD software. This is your final sketch, and this sketch and this sketch is almost one and the same. Thank you.